Hello, everybody. Oh, hello, everybody. Welcome back to episode. Uh, sorry, welcome back to another episode of All the Mods 9. This is episode 10, and there has been a lot of things that I've done since last episode. Last episode, we worked on industrial foregoing. We did some of the more advanced industrial foregoing stuff. We set up pink slime and liquid meat and ether gas, and we also set up souls. So for tick automations, if you come over for, let's for example, our mechanism setup there, we can see that we're actually using them for stuff here. It's quite loud in here. I don't know if you can actually hear me. That is not the right place. But I don't know if you can actually hear me. I'm just going to turn that a little bit down. So yeah, we're actually using this for tick acceleration for this and for this. Because this is the slowest part of the ore processing setup. But I have been told through YouTube comments that there is a faster way using industrial foregoing, and I'm not sure. Sorry, not faster, more efficient way. Apparently this process gives you 15 times. And that sounds crazy because of how easy this is to set up. I don't totally believe that, by the way. So I want to test this and see if it actually works this way or not. But yeah, I'm not fully sure if this is going to work or not. Also, between episodes, I have done way too much stuff. So, first of all, I've upgraded these auto crafting setups. So all the CPUs are upgraded to mega stuff. So these stuff can do 4 threads at a time each. So this is 12 threads with 3 blocks. That's kind of crazy. And this is a crafting monitor from Mega. I don't know if this does anything better. I'm not sure. But it does look cooler with this black. It looks much cooler than these ones. The black looks very cool. It just looks so cool, along with these balls that we made. These big balls of fluid that suck up all the souls and ether. It's quite interesting. Yeah, I don't know why we have so many balls here. It's kind of interesting. This big spear here. We have these 2 small spears here. But as you can see, I set up kind of a crazy extreme reactor setup between episodes. This is the reinforced one, and apparently it can go up to 32 by 32 wide, I believe, and 48 tall. So this is 46 tall, I believe, close to the max height. That's build height right there. If you go up here, this is build limit right there. So I didn't wanna, I couldn't go further up. I could go further down, but yeah, mainly you want your reactors to be as inefficient as possible, because if you make them taller, they use more control rods, and use more fuel rods and less control rods. Makes it more inefficient and makes it generate more waste. So if you can see here, I have been generating some magentite. And the thing is, you don't have to use this. Sorry, I also set up blue tone. Oh my god, I have to show so much stuff. You get magentite from using plutonium as a fuel inside your reactor. And you get this as a waste byproduct. And you can also get this from bees, right? So I was trying to actually set up bees. And I did so much bees here, right? I set up this bee here, regular bees. Before you could buy bees from these and you could buy honey, but they changed that. So I actually had to make a regular bee setup with these advanced whole beehives, and they're producing honey and honey bottles with Minecraft regular bees. I was feeding them these puppies in this room, and through that, I got the honey, and I made honey seeds, mystical agriculture seeds, to produce honey really fast so that I could produce this whole setup. And then I made this here. The way to progress in productive bees is using nests. And you have to use nests, and you have to use these catchers with bee cages to catch them every time they pop out. So if you can see, I have these ashy mining bees, and these are one of the first ones you need to progress. Once you breed the ashy mining bees with crystalline bees, you get iron bees. The way you get crystalline bees is you make net quartz nests in the nether, and then you collect them in the nether. You can get draconic bees in the end through obsidian nests, and yeah, it's a whole process, and it's kind of annoying. I don't like it at all, actually. Uranite bee. Interesting. I'm not sure because I'm pretty sure the ones we were producing are radioactive bees. Did the bee change? That's really... Oh, what? This is really weird. Did they change recipes? Uranite bee. That does not work anymore. Interesting. Oh, it does. So the other way around gives you a gives you the radioactive bee. That's interesting. Uranite is the stuff for from Pava. But yeah, basically I was breeding them up, I was incubating them using these honey treats. I'm using a modular router to feed them honey treats through this interface right here. And I just have this interface feeding me useful stuff for this mod. I don't like this process, to be honest. Like, this is a very annoying process. It's kind of boring as well. I'm kind of happy that I didn't do all this on camera because it's kind of a boring process. I made all these radioactive bees, I converted them, fed them cyanide, made them cyanide bees, crushed them, get their genes, collect all their gene samples, made a spawn egg for cyanide, feed it to radioactive bees so that it turns into a plutonium bee, and somehow by accident I fed the cyanide bee. I fed the radioactive bee something else. Fed the radioactive bee a cyanide block. I forgot what I did exactly. That was wrong. Oh, oh yeah, I fed the egg that I needed a plutonium block, I believe, and then it turned it into this. And yeah, I gave this to the cyanide bee. Somehow my radioactive bee turned into a cyanide bee because I think I was feeding it cyanide block on the feeding block, so it converted into a cyanide bee. But I didn't want that to happen. I actually wanted to convert the plutonium bee. I wanted to convert the plutonium bee through this process into magentite bee, so I could produce magentite, because producing the reactants is really slow. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna do bees, so produce the byproducts. But look at this, we already have 700, and by the time this finishes, we're gonna have over 1,000. I'm pretty sure. So we don't really need bees anymore. Yeah, I'm kind of happy I don't have to do all of this stuff anymore. Also, this is really slow. And the way you make them faster is by doing this process. So I set this bee setup up with the egg combs in the end. I'm not sure if they can actually work in the... I think they can. I think you have to feed them like something else. I think you have to feed them like dragon eggs, I think, so that they actually function in the overworld. I don't think they work in the mining dimension. I'm not sure if they do. But yeah, this is the setup I have to like get all the honey and draconite combs and everything that I wanted to make all of these productivity productivity stuff. And yeah, this is not fun. I don't like it. I really don't like it. This is not fun at all. I wasted hours on this. But yeah, I think today ignoring these bees is what I'm gonna do today. But more importantly, I'm gonna do extreme reactors. I'm gonna do all these setups for extreme reactors. Oh, I almost lost my world, and I had to use a backup. Luckily, FTV backups had a backup, so I'm really glad that I had that. But basically, I'm sending... I think I showed it at the end of the last episode, actually. I'm not sure if I did or did not. But basically, I'm feeding cyanide up here. I'm not anymore. And then I'm feeding it cyanide. The cyanide is reprocessed with water. It makes plutonium. and then the plutonium is sent through these modular routers into this interface right here. But yeah, I think we're running out of uranium for all of my needs. I don't think I have enough uranium, and I think that was something I set up in the world, but I think it was lost. That's really unfortunate. I'm gonna have to produce more uranium somehow because I'm using up all of them for my setup here. I'm gonna turn this off for a second. I'm just gonna turn this off so we have some uranium left over. That's really unfortunate because I had everything ready for my fluidizer setup. And those need a lot of uranium. I thought I was gonna process my fluidizers today, but looks like I'm not going to do that because yeah, let's set up the in the meanwhile, let's set up this whole setup here and let's see how fast this actually works. I think the setup goes like this, where you wash your ore and then you ferment it and then you fluid sieve it. Let's see if this actually works or not, if it's actually like good or not, because I'm really not sure. uh I'd be kind of surprised if this actually worked, but let's see, where do we want this to happen? Probably over here. Let's put a fermentation setup here and a fluid sieving machine here. But yeah, I'm not sure what goes in here. I'm not sure. But yeah, I think this is where the ore goes. This is where the liquid meat goes, I believe. And this is where you ferment it. I don't think... Interesting. I can use ether gas as a catalyst. Ooh. I think this is what changes the production. That's probably what... Ooh. Okay. Let's do this then. While we're waiting for the uranium, might as well do this, Uh, let's have some of these set up. Interesting. So can I just not use the raw block? I think so. Let's do this then. Okay, 9, right? Let's put 1 in and see how much we get. So we put 1 in, we get this. We got 100 of that. That did this. What? Okay, it looks like it started. And it's going to take 4,800 seconds. Estimated time 75 seconds. But that does say production 5x. So I'm really interested in what's this going to do. But this needs sand. And I'm not sure if this actually needs that much sand or not. Let's just put a drawer and see how much sand we need. Oh, looks like it started working. And we're getting dust. That is a lot of dust. So we put in 10 ore, right? 10 pieces of ore. So how much dust do we get here, right? That's the question. Looks like it's probably going to be 5 times. So I'm not sure if it's 15 times, right? But it does look like it's 5 times. 800, 500. So it's doing about 300. No, it's doing about 200 each time. So we got exactly 50. So yeah, this did 5 times and then this process did 2 times basically. So through this whole process we got 50 dust. That's not bad actually, I would say, right? So if you want to quickly double something, 5x something, that's not bad. That is not bad at all. But you do need 10 ores of something at a time. So that is certainly a limitation. But that is not bad. That is definitely worth it. I'm going to put up a smelter here, and then I'm going to send it to the patent provider itself. Not bees. I don't want to do bees. Oh my god, so annoying. But yeah, I like using these interfaces to request materials for my crafts. It's actually kind of a very cool way to do it. Did I get everything? I don't think I did. Question mark? Solid injector output. I think I did. I think I did. Okay. And I can even send everything back through this. I don't even have to open my ME system. That's kind of neat. It's really useful when you're requesting a bunch of items and you already have recipes for them. I would suggest using interfaces with crafting cards. I know crafting cards create lag and stuff, and they're not that good for servers and stuff, and many people don't like them. But I would say if you have a powerful enough system, might as well use them. So right now, I want to try creating the. Oh, I don't think I have enough. I'm gonna grab more. But yeah, I'm gonna create the fluidizer right here. And I don't know how tall I want this exactly. I might want it 3 tall. Actually, it might just go up to that height. So yeah, I'm gonna do that tall. So I'm just gonna grab more of this casing and glass. Oh, I had set up a reactor thing here. I think I removed it when I got the backup. That's quite annoying. But honestly, like I'm really happy that like I do not have lost much of the progress because of the FTB backup. It's just when you have things like this happen, like it's such a saving grace because you don't lose so much of your progress. And it's kind of sad when you lose so much of your progress just because of something you didn't want. But yeah, if you have this, we can just teleport between these rooms, which is very nice. So let's see this. We want to reach here, right? This is the height we want. And I'm just going to build the first fluidizer. And I'm going to use this to build, I believe, radiculite? Yes, this is the first one we need. We need ludicrite with cyanide and plutonium in a oh wait, that's a reprocessor. But yeah, we need to get the actual liquid cyanide, we need the fluidizer, right? So this is going to convert the cyanide into the liquid stuff so we can use it in the fluidizer. But yeah. Oh, I forgot I can use wands, by the way. But yeah, that's pretty nice. And there we go. That's a not completed structure. I'm not getting enough casings. I'm gonna stop requesting the glass. I need way more casings. Yeah, I'm running really low on uranium. That's something I need to think about. I don't know exactly. Excuse me. I don't know exactly how to deal with that. Oh, I guess we didn't need this, but we need one controller block. So I'm gonna put everything else that we need here. So we need a power port, we need an output port, we need a fluid injector. Do we need a fluid injector? We don't need a fluid injector. We only need a solid injector. This and output port. This is all we need. Okay, so controller, power, then we need a way to inject. You know what? I'm gonna do it down here. Solid injector, and then the output port, and then I want yeah, there you go. Okay, power and controller. And that should be a build. Yep, there we go. That's a fluidizer already. So first of all, we need power. right? So let's put power right there. And next we need some solid, which is cyanite, right? So I need a way to request cyanite. Now I wonder, do I really want to use modular routers for moving everything into this? Or do I want to use... Okay, so we can check the materials list. I put up a casing. Okay. Oh, so it's just case. Oh, I'm not using any of the glass on this, so I guess I don't need glass. But yeah, I'm using 52 casings. So 52, right? So I can just set that. I'm gonna get 52 reprocessor casings right here. And then I can just copy paste it because I copied the old one. Yeah, that's cool. I should probably upgrade this ME interface into an upgraded one because this is definitely not enough to handle everything. But yeah, if I just paste this, this should work. Now, see, the thing is, does this, yeah, it does go one deeper. Is this placing where I think it's placing? Confusion? Confusion? Is this the same height? Is it? I think it is. These things are so non-intuitive sometimes. I'm just gonna right click and I'm gonna undo if that's not right. But let's hope it is. Okay. No, it was one above. Did we? It didn't place it there. Okay. So I'm going to undo. And then we're gonna go one above. So let's do this, right? And now let's do this. That should be right. Alrighty, so I have set up all the fluidizers and everything finally that we need, and all the preprocessors that we need. I set up this fluidizer here because I thought I'll set up the verderium production. So if you put uranium and plutonium inside a fluidizer, then you get verderium. So that's exactly what we're doing here right now. Excuse me, computer. Can you not? Okay, thank you. But yeah, I have a fluid pipe that's, I have two solid ports, injectors, that are sending in the plutonium and uranium, and I have a fluidizer output port. I should save up some plutonium, just so that I don't run out of the plutonium. I wouldn't want that to happen. Also, I just realized how much of an idiot I am. I just realized because you don't actually need to go through the entire process of bees again and again. Apparently, if you have two of the same kind, you can just breed them. I mean, obviously you can. I don't know why I thought you could not. But for some reason, I assumed like every time to get these bees, I would have to go through the entire process again and again. But no, once you reach each stage, you need two of each, and then you can just breed them infinitely. And yeah, obviously you have to do it again and again if you want the DNA material. But that's fine because you can just get two of each, and then you can just breed them infinitely. And that's fine. So yeah, I set up these modular routers, supplying bottles to the bottler, the honey treats, and the flowers for the breeding station, so we can send all the breeded it sends in all the baby breeding product thingies. I don't know what I'm something seriously wrong with my vocabulary today. uh, but okay, so I have all of these bees being produced through this breeder, right? I also changed this setup here. I have a modular router that's rapidly right clicking anything that's here, right? And I'm just pulling everything from the top, and there's always like one left and everything's dropped on the ground. So I'm just pulling up any of the inferium and the cages. It's sending it here, and it's sending the final last sturdy bee cage down into this as well. So we send all of our output down here. But yeah, basically this is how we're getting all of our cyanide bees. I just put everything, right? It just puts all the bees inside. It sends in all the sturdy cages here, and then I just kill them like that. So you squash them, and once you do that, you get these squashed bee materials. I have made sure to whitelist them and ignore the NBT so that all the powered centrifuges can separate all the gene samples. And apparently, you need to power this constantly with a redstone signal if you want this to combine all the genes, which is why I was not getting any of the stuff before earlier. So yeah, I have 5 of these genes now, and all of that's done now, right? That's all done, and I have some more cyanide bee genes, right? I can get all of these, and I just need eggs, I believe, right? I just get eggs. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do, and I should be able to just put oh, I need to change the honey treat. Do I want to get another one? Question mark. I can also, what I can do is I can change these, and I can change these. Oh, these don't stack. That's bad. I might want to set up another one, right? But that's fine for now. I'm just gonna get this, right? But if you put basically these honey treats inside, these will convert the eggs into, I don't know if it actually shows, but yeah, it converts any of the egg with this treat with the genes of the bee into their spawn eggs. And we need these spawn eggs for all of the conversions. So I'm gonna do each of these conversions. And I think I'm going to get another one of these incubators because I'm going to put this just specifically for this. So bees, part 1. Step number 1 is breeding up an iron bee and a Cree bee to get a radioactive bee. You get the radioactive bees, and then you feed them cyanide blocks to convert them into cyanide bees. Once you feed them all, once you make them all cyanide bees, you breed them again, you crush them, get their eggs, and then you feed them to radioactive bees again. So you convert these cyanide bees into plutonium bees. So this is almost done with the plutonium fuel. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn this off. I'm going to void all reactants. And now this is already filling up with the verderium, and that's pretty cool. So now I turn this on. This should not produce any solid fuel, but this should produce liquid waste. It produced up almost 4 buckets of it already. Oh, I need to set this to outlet mode. And there you go, rosinite. And that's filling up with rosinite, and this should fill up with rosinite. I don't think this has upgrades, so I need an upgrade. Now that's working. Yeah, it didn't light up like that before, so that's really weird. Now we're doing it. So yeah, that's really weird. Okay, I'm not sure why that's happening, but we are getting rosinite, which means we can set this whole process up. And I'm gonna do the B process later, but you know, might as well set this whole process up. We have everything. We don't actually have to do it, but you know, might as well because we are doing it. So because we're getting rosinite, we can actually start this process already and start producing some insanite. So we're gonna start this on, And oh, have I not? Interesting. So that should start working. So that's getting benitoxite, right? And this should start producing some insanite, which we are getting over here. And this insanite can be plopped down over here. So we're getting some insanite right over here. But we also need to do the rest of the process. So first of all is magentite. So magentite, I'm going to turn this on. Turn liquid magentite into this. We're also getting some of the what do you call it? The fluid cyanide. So let's get this, right? So we're getting cyanide into the cyanide channel, and let's also put an upgrade on there. So we're getting cyanide in here. We're getting cyanide. Let's turn this on. Plutonium is going to be converted into lutecrite, right? And then lutecrite is going to be sent over here. I'm surprised it did not, because it's sent. Oh, it's sending it over here. Okay, so lutecrite goes over there. Lutecrite is being sent inside this. I'm going to turn this on. Lutecrite with magentite will become inanite. So we should be getting, oh no, sorry, radiculite. Radiculite is what we're getting here. And radiculite is, should be sent, so radiculite is going to be sent here, I believe, right? Radiculite is, where's radiculite? Radiculite in the reprocessor with rosinite turns into inanite. Yeah, so we get inanite just like that. And inanite with a block on netherite gives us inanite block, and inanite block with some insanite gives us the insanite block that we need for the ATM Star. So we should get all the insanite ingots and all the inanite ingots that we need from this process. So let's get, that's weird. Why is this being weird? Is this just really slow? Oh, you know what it is? It's probably, oh, it needs like 16 of them at once or something, right? That's why it's not doing it. Yeah, it needs like 16 of them at once to actually do it. So that's why we're not getting it. But yeah, so just like that, we get in nanite. And that's it. That's your entire process of extreme reactors in this little setup here. It's pretty cool. But we don't need to actually do this because I'm going to set up the bees in a second. But I want to actually wait and get all the 9 blocks that we need, because I'm going to set up the, I'm actually going to get the insanite block from this. But yeah, we already have the bees set up. I don't know if this converted them yet. Feeding some? Excuse me? Zombie? What? Okay, so it's, I tried pulling all the feeding slabs down. Apparently, it's a Reddit post that only this should work. They always need to be like a half slab below the actual oak beehives, and you can't place them on the same level. I'm not sure if that's if that's accurate or not, but I tried pulling out the simulation thing and they still ate my eggs. I'm not sure what's happening. I'm really confused. So I'm gonna try doing this whole conversion process. But yeah, I'm gonna get the insanite block next episode. I'm gonna work for it, but I think it's gonna be the end of this. This is so frustrating. I don't understand anything that's happening. But basically, what's supposed to happen is I'm supposed to get the plutonium egg from this. I'm supposed to get 3 of these eggs, and once I get 3 of them, I use 1 of them to breed and get the get more conversions, right? And once I get plutonium, then I move on to the lutecrite bee, which is where lutecrite, right? Plutonium can go with can be fed to the cyanide bee to get lutecrite bee, and the lutecrite bee can then feed on magentite bee itself, which is given by converting the plutonium bee with a block of magentite right? So we need to make sure we have some magentite. And then we get that to get radiculite bees, just like that. Once we get radiculite, we then convert it under the radiculite bee, convert the radiculite bee spawn eggs into an inanite bee spawn egg, and then finally the inanite bee that we get from that can be used to convert the radiculite bee spawn egg into an insanite bee spawn egg. And then you finally just need the inanite bee and the insanite bee, right? These are the only two bees you need. And then after that, you're just set. Yeah, I'm gonna have to try to figure this out. I don't understand what's happening. I don't understand why they keep eating my eggs. Yeah, I don't get it. I'm gonna try to figure it out, and hopefully, I tried removing the simulation upgrade. Maybe that fixes it. I don't know. I don't really know. Yeah, something's bad happening, but we almost have enough of the stuff. We don't have enough insanite. I need more benizazite, right thing. I don't know how else to get it. Benny. There. Oh, you only get it in the nether. It seems like that looks like a nether ore. So maybe. Oh, I can't even get it from like anything else. Interesting. So I can maybe only mine it. Interesting. I think the only way to get it then is chunk destroying in the nether. Possibly. That is interesting. But, yeah. I don't have enough insanite, but that's okay. We're gonna think about that next episode. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this episode, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I know it's been a mess with the bees and the reactors and stuff, but yeah, it's been a mess. I also want to talk about what I want to work on in the future couple episodes. I also set up all of the stuff for the dimensional seeds, right? I already got all the 4x diamond and everything, right, for the star, the ATM star. If you look at the quest over here, I already have all of the compressed stuff. I don't have the dirt and the netherrack, so I'll need to chunk destroy in the nether anyway, I think. And dirt, we can get. I have been using a quarry to convert anything in mines into dirt, so that, and then we can just chunk destroy it to get all the dirt we need. So that's probably gonna be fine. I can even probably show it to you. I'll just show it to you really quick. It's just right over here. I was gonna try to turn on, but yeah, basically anything the quarry card mines. Oh my god, I did not know this would happen. Oh wow, interesting. That's really interesting. It filled up everything. I did not expect that to happen at all. If we do by count, yeah, there's only a few things by count that have, whereas mostly the compressed stuff that's been interfering. That's really interesting. Okay. Maybe we probably need a void upgrade to avoid things we don't need, but oh wow, yeah, we already have a lot of netherite from that already. That's really interesting. Okay. I'm gonna grab all of these non-stackable stuff because they're not really that's fine. I'm gonna think about what we want to move forward. We probably want to do more magic. I know I said we're gonna do more magic, but I didn't really do it. But yeah, we're probably finally gonna do Maho Sukai. Right, we set up for it beforehand, right? You can see my Maho is going up, and we have enough Maho now. I needed enough Maho to actually get started, but yeah, we have enough Maho now to actually get started. So we're probably gonna get started with working on Maho Sukai very soon. But first of all, we actually need to do Iron Spells Book. But yeah, so we probably want to do Iron Spells and Spells Book and get this stuff. We also need to do Blood Magic. We also need to do Apotheosis. We finish with this setup here. We also need to do Apotheosis. We also need to do Botania. Botania is something that's going to be really hard because we actually need to do the Mjolnir, and that's going to be really hard. The rune of it's this thing is used for the Mjolnir. Yeah, we need the Mjolnir, which is really hard to do, honestly. This thing Yeah, this is gonna be a really difficult thing to automate and make for the ATM Star. But yeah, that's something I'm gonna have to think about in the future. I'm not exactly sure what I'm gonna do about that. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, everyone. But this is gonna be it for today, and I'm gonna see you next time. Bye bye.